profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin.
It's week 12 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Jets' leader at quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Jets and the Saints, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and our home team. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Saints in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Looking to throw on second down. Greenwood. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Now the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
Hey, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on second down, Greenwood. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Greenwood. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoffman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback?
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and it'll be fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch, and now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at the southpaw who will be calling the plays under center.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Gets around him, and he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put them.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Greenwood. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. From the gun on 3rd down, Greenwood. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 71 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers. They certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking to throw. Greenwood. He finds his man. Complete. That's Williamson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Off the play fake. Greenwood. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 7-7, our score after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Greenwood. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. And call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2nd and 11. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed? Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now. You can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On 1st down, Greenwood. Over the middle, complete. It's Williamson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Throwing on 1st down, Greenwood. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action, Greenwood. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brand, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. On 3rd down, Greenwood. He finds his man, complete. That's Williamson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Off the play fake, Greenwood. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. To throw on third down, Greenwood. He finds his man, complete. It's Hoffman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off play action, Greenwood. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll set up a throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 9.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards. yards, good for a Saints first down.
The Saints at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Right back to him on first down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. And that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll get it inside the 35.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The New York set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Greenwood, he completes this to Sutton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
They snapped the ball backed up inside their own 10. Now they're backed up even further, and they can thank their coverage for that. They called a zone, and they were aggressive enough to deny an early window, and that gave their rushers a chance to get to the pocket.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Bucs who were able to come in and win one on the road. 28-9, the final score. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle, and they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. The Seahawks trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. The Falcons are probably going to need to win out to have a playoff shot, but they do get back within a game of 500 at 5-6. On now to a look at the next gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Saints to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole game because the one team with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Greenwood looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Greenwood. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Greenwood finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Greenwood. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hoffman.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead,
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
On 1st down, Greenwood. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 1st down, Greenwood. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Fields it right around the goal line.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit. And, Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation. But in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
To number 5. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 37.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10.
Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
First down pass. Complete to number 7. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
They'll look to throw again.
at the 45-yard line.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Saints on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's first and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pick.
Second and 6.
Second and 6.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he returns this to the 22.
Holding, receiving team.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Greenwood. He finds his man, complete. That's Williamson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
A gain of 4. 2nd and 6. At the 26-yard line.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Greenwood got his man complete over the middle. It's Williamson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Greenwood. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a give up the middle.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, Greenwood. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get the lead up to 4. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this is going to remain a 1-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 3 yards out. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it in the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hoffman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hoffman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Greenwood. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action